This is New York Nightly News with Chuck Scarborough, live on New York Nonstop.
When you think of bees, you probably think of honey. And our next guests certainly do. But they also know that honey is more than just a sweet treat. And the bees who make honey also put a lot more food on our plate than you might realize. And the bees are facing a big threat. It's called colony collapse disorder. Here to tell us more about that is David Lux. He is the CEO of Honeydrop Beverages. And David Carr, the beekeeper, Dan Carr, beekeeper at Stone Barns Center for Food and Agriculture. David and Dan, welcome.
Thank you.
Good to have you. Dan, explain colony collapse disorder. What is it?
Well, it's still quite a mystery, actually. It's basically the bees losing their track and losing their way, not coming back to the hives. So it's a great drop-off in the hive of adult bees.
Do they perish at some point, or do they just vanish or something?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you're not finding any dead bees. They're essentially vanishing.
Just flying away. It's really strange. How serious a problem is this?
It's a very serious problem. And there's no known direct causes just yet.
But why do we need the bees?
Well, they're our primary pollinators. 80% of our crops, our food crops, are pollinated by honeybees. Yeah. So our agriculture system is dependent on them.
Yeah, it's been said that if about a third of everything we eat is pollinated by bees, right?
Yes, sir.
They're responsible for it, and that our entire food system would collapse in about 4 years without bees.
Yeah. Rudolf Steiner made that prediction 100 years ago.
Which brings me to the Honeydrop beverage campaign you've got going on here. You got the inspiration for Honeydrops, David, from kind of a scary diagnosis?
Right, that's right. So my background, in 2006, I was diagnosed with cancer. Fortunately, it was fine.
Yeah.
And in 2008, my nutritionist gave me this great article about honey that I never knew, but honey naturally has vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants.
So the light bulb goes off, right? To say, wait a minute, Light
bulb went off. I always knew as a kid I loved honey. My grandmother, till the day she died, loved honey. So I was like, wow, honey's great. When I started investigating brands, foods, and beverages that claimed to have honey in them, I found out mostly use white refined sugar and barely use any honey. Yeah. And that was kind of the idea behind Honeydrop.
So Honeydrop, all these are sweetened by nothing but honey, right?
Tablespoon of pure honey, which is great. We use fresh brewed teas and juices, and they're light. They're 70, 90 calories per bottle, and honey is just a little bit healthier.
What's it do for you?
It's honey in general. A tablespoon clinically is better on your throat if you have a sore throat versus cough syrup. Honey naturally has vitamins and minerals, which is great. And honey, which is amazing because it's unrefined, metabolizes slower in your body. So
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but I just wonder how you're saving beehives with the product here.
So recently, around a year ago, my team kind of realized, we have this big problem with colony collapse disorder. So we teamed up with beekeepers, and like Dan, Stone Barns, where we give 1% of all proceeds to local beekeepers to build more beehives. So we have a relationship with Dan at Stone Barns where we give him proceeds, and Dan builds beehives. Every beehive actually increases the bee population by 30 to 60,000 bees. So it's a simple way to help increase the bee population.
How many hives do you have, Dan?
Right now, I have 14.
You've got quite a crowd up there in the Stone Barns, right?
Yeah, and looking forward to expanding them.
Okay, well, thank you both for coming in. We appreciate it, and good luck with the product, and good luck with the bees.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you.